Hello and welcome back, guys. So in this video we're going to be taking a step forward in the website we were building. So this was our last progress. At the end of the last video, if you were following along, you should have something that's like this. And I said now what we're going to do is we're going to add a list to our code over here. So by the end of this video, if you follow along properly, we should have something that looks like this. We should have a list of our favorite books, and we should have a list of our favorite food. Now, these are different kinds of lists, so we're gonna go ahead again to W3 Schools, our friend, or you can go to MDN again, and we're gonna search for HTML lists. Yes, let's see. Now, HTML lists allow web developers to group a set of related items in a list. Now, there are two kinds of lists, okay? There is an unordered list over here, and there is an ordered list. Obviously, unordered list is like this with the bullets, and ordered list is some kind of an order. It can be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it can be ABC, it can be, you know, some other, the Roman numbers, sorry, that format. There are many different kinds of formats. So if we go again to the site we are modeling, the first list is these bullet points. And now if we come back, a bullet point list is an unordered list. So we got to read an unordered list first. Okay, so this list starts with a UL tag. So you add a UL tag that tells your code that it's an unordered list. So everything inside this list should be a bullet item. And then each list item starts with an li tag, so every item in the list should be an li tag, and it's a closing tag. So basically what you're going to do is you're going to add a ul, then li, and then list the items. So let's try to do that. What have I done over here? Because I keep forgetting a little bit. So underneath my favorite books, we're going to add a ul tag. And then inside that UL tag, we're gonna have a li tag. I'm just gonna quickly Control C and copy it, and then Control V, and then Control V. So we have 3 list items. And then among my favorite books is To Kill a Mockingbird. Then the next one would be The Alchemist. And finally, Kidnapped. You can write whichever ones you want or whatever category it is. And if I save this and I go back to my site, yes, we have it the same as over there. Now, as a challenge, I will ask you guys to create this part of the website. Obviously, you can see there are numbers over here. So this is an ordered list. And again, there is a heading. So as a challenge, I want you to pause this video over here and write a heading, then a list, and give it, edit it in such a way that over here you don't see 1, 2, 3, but you actually see the numeric, the Roman number type. Okay, let's try to do it by ourselves. Sorry, I mean together. Okay, so we're going to have another H3 over here that's gonna say my favorite food. Then for an ordered list, it's going to be an OL tag. Again, you can go to W3 Schools or MDN docs. You can see over here ordered lists are with an OL tag, and then again everything else is pretty much the same. So wait, no, nope. Okay, my favorite food. Now I'm going to add a list item, and it's going to say pizza. We're going to add another list item that is okay, burgers. Yep, I'm a simple guy. I just like pizza and burgers. I'm finally, well, sushi. Not simple all the time. Okay, now if I do this and I go to my site, you can see it says 1, 2, 3, but we need it in numeric, Roman numerals type. So we're gonna look over here how we can edit this type. Okay, let's go into detail. OL. Yep, you can go to the attributes in the OL over here. And now you cannot just do this. There are a lot of functions you can do. You can use the attribute to start so that you can specify a specific number of the list to start. Like if there are 10 items, you want the list to start with, let's say, only number 7 and forward. You can do a reverse list, like you can, like instead of 1 to 10, 10 to 1. And you can also list them in a specific kind of marker. So you can just put type and then choose the type you want. So let's see if they have given examples. Otherwise, I'll just give it to you by myself. Um, okay. You know what? Let me just show you. Okay. But anyways, you know where the attribute goes. It goes in the OL. So we will go back to the OL space. We're gonna do type. Actually, when I write T, it just comes auto suggest. And then you have this, you can do it in 1, 2, 3, A, B, C, or the last one is Roman numerals. So I choose that. I control save. If I go to my site, it's done in Roman numerals. Now, if you were able to do all this process by yourself, again, I'm going to give you a clap, hats off. That means you're really developing really fast. If you weren't able to do it, well, it's not a problem because we're going to go and we're going to code multiple projects as we go along. So we're going to develop this skill. But once again, I'm going to stress this again. Every time I give you a challenge, please pause the video and actually try to go search and try to do it. That's the whole reason I'm just uploading a single video a day, because I don't want you guys to get too overly excited about just putting the website out there into the world and start copying code, instead of actually understanding and learning what the code and each and every function is doing. Because this is something that I personally went through, that I just was so excited to show people that I know how to code. I started learning and coding projects after projects, and courses after courses, and filling up my GitHub repositories so that I can show people like, oh, I made this website and that website. But I struggled when it came to finding a job, because there was no course when it comes to the job. There's just a problem that you need to solve, and if there is no one explaining you how to solve it, then you don't know how to solve it. Because I didn't learn the basics of how a programmer should behave. So that's the whole reason I'm uploading only a video a day, so that you do the task that has been appointed perfectly. It doesn't matter if in all day what you did today was just made this list, as long as you understood exactly how to make this list and how to search for it and how to, read the documentation and figure it out. That's the main goal. So that's it. That's it for this video. If you want a bonus challenge, I would like it would help you a lot as well. Just delete everything you have done up until now and create this project again from the ground up. And this time, don't look at the code. Try to like pause this video over here, and so far you should be able to remember that this is an H1 tag, this is a P tag. Actually, all three of them are P, but over here we are using lorem. We typed by ourselves. Emphasis and strong tags are being used here. UL and OL tag with list items and then types. So HR tag in the middle over here. So basically delete everything, start a new fresh project, or no need to delete everything, just open your Visual Studio Code and delete all the code. And just pause this video over here, take a look at these segments and try to figure out, oh, what probably went over here, and try to code it. Because what will happen in real life is probably a UI UX designer will design this on something like Figma or Adobe XD, I will also have a course on that coming up in the future. So we'll design a website on one of those softwares and send you a link, and then you will have to code it based on their design. So it will be a good practice if you try to see this as a design and try to code this thing. And of course, if you're scared that you will lose your code, you can just make a copy of your, your file so that you can recover it whenever. And that's it. Now we're going to go ahead and code much more complex things, and we're going to keep on building on this website in the next video. But make sure before proceeding, you understand all the codes and the tags we have used up until this point. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.